When is your graduation?
February 22nd, Trevor's birthday.
So that's like more than 2 weeks away.
Yeah, it's 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, you could drive yourself.
Yeah, but why would you drive yourself when you could just ride with someone and split the cost of gas? And
Shit, you could drive your car. I'll ride with you.
yeah.
A newer car, so I don't know what kind of car I'm going to be getting. And Dad and Ava are going with me. I had to talk with them.
When you need them and you're at rock bottom, they're gonna be there. Build a bigger house. We can all live there. We're good.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I find out my duty station next week.
No.
Yes, next Friday.
So hyped.
We were supposed to get it today. Today is when they like start going out, but only 2 people got theirs today. So they said next Friday is most likely when everyone else will get theirs. So
where's everybody getting them so far?
I don't know. She wouldn't give us them because most people's were blank. So she said we'll wait till next Friday when everyone has theirs.
They made us go on like a website and it just showed us.
IBSE or Army Career Tracker.
I'm not sure. I just remember pulling it up and it's showing.
I mean,
It was like an email. I don't even know what the hell it was, but it was something.
for us, it's our orders, our PCS.
Yeah,
So.
but it was online. So we like pulled up our orders somehow online and we saw.
But you had a longer AIT, right?
Yeah.
But also,
6 months.
wasn't this around 2020?
No, I
graduated 2018.
Oh.
2018.
Well, yeah, 2018.
Oh, I was going to say, because it could have been a COVID thing. That's why I was online. Okay.
Anyways, welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back. It's the Millers. I'm Brittany.
I'm Carly.
I'm Maddie.
And this is Calm in the Chaos podcast.
Okay.
We've been gone for a while. We had
That's my fault.
some technical difficulties with our last episode.
No audio was recorded on our side.
Yeah, so there was no audio for my portion of the video.
And Carly's was like, it was like overlapping with something, and every time she would fidget, it would fucking, it would like, it would try and put it in like slow motion to decrease the sound, and it just sounded like this.
All right, let's get into our topics.
Okay. 06 wake up, 06
What he's giving good insight on like different streams of income.
Aren't you taking this one with you?
He's gonna be so
Oh, okay. This is a note. Okay.
Happy rich baby daddy.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Just a little disclaimer. There will be, for the audience, there may or may not be a battle buddy coming in and out every now and then. Probably not a lot. I just told her to leave me alone, but
Got it.
but there may be a 10-second interruption.
All right, we got 5 minutes.
So basically, just
all right. So foster care, our mom died, and what was the other one?
And personal trauma. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next episode.
All right, see you later.
All right, let's go. I got the.
Okay. So today's topics are going to be our shared traumas that contributed to who we are today and where we are today, and then the individual traumas that resulted as an effect of our shared traumas. So, who wants to start? Brittany.
I don't even know what to say. Okay. We started with foster care, right? With all of that. All right. So
wait, didn't last time we did it like we explained our points in foster care, and then Brittany explained like her whole point on that?
Yeah, but it could start with Brittany explaining hers and then us explaining ours.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter.
All right. So, from what I can remember, because that was so long ago, I'm old. you were like 3, you were 4. Carly was 3, you were 4. And I remember mom specifically like looking to adopt twins. And there was a set of twins before you guys that she wanted to adopt. But that like fell through. And then she found you guys through Kim. And then I don't even know what to say.
First, it was me and Cody, and then she found out me and Cody had another set of twin siblings.
Yeah, so it was you guys that she found out about, and then it was Carly and Taylor that she found out about. And there was visits, and mom, like, wanted to make sure that you guys were up for adoption because there's a process in that. And she was so excited. She was happy to get you guys all back together. But my perspective on the foster system is like, there's like so many different kids who come in and out of the house, and with each one you bond with, and to lose them and they come back, sometimes they leave and never come back, sometimes they stay for a while. And I always wanted to like make a positive impact in their life somehow. Of course I'm a brat, so of course I was a little bratty at times. But I was always the outcast almost because I was the only biological child. So everyone else felt like I was held up here and they were like way down here. And I didn't feel that way. Um, but they did. And I can understand why. Like I always see things from other people's perspectives. I think that's one thing I learned from growing up in a foster home is like being able to connect with different people and like empathizing with their pain and what they've gone through.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it definitely made you more empathetic and like trying to creatively think to solve problems. Like you look at it from not just one perspective, which definitely comes from that environment.
Definitely. But there are downsides. It was a lot of abandonment, I felt, like losing everyone. So I think there's trauma there, but there's also a lot of great things that came out of that.
Yeah.
But we do keep in contact with a lot of the foster kids that come in and out of the home.
Is there about like 100? Like over 100?
There had to be over like 100 kids come through there from like newborn to like 17. Mom eventually switched over to only girls because of the frolicking and the fraternization that was happening between the males and females.
Yeah.
And she's like, no way. So,
What's the craziest thing you remember in foster care?
oh, craziest thing that I remember. Oh, this is hard. I don't want to say it's the craziest thing. It was the most impactful thing to like what happened to me. So I had this sister, Marilee, Sherry's sister. And I was like 5 or 6, and I was like attached to her. Like I wanted to go on her dates with her. I wanted to go everywhere with her. It was like a Brandy and Jordan situation. Like I was obsessed with her. And one day, like I asked mom to brush my hair, and she's like, "Go ask Marilee." Marilee basically raised me. And I went to her room and she wasn't there. And I go to tell mom, like, hey, mom, like, Marilee's not in her room. So we go in her room and her window's open. She ran away. I never saw her again.
Hold on.
So I never saw her again. And I think that's where I got, like, that first heartbreak, truly.
Because she raised you.
Yeah, like, I was so attached to her. Like, there was nothing pulling us apart. I would cry and cry every time she left. So her leaving was, like, crazy.
So it's kind of like a me and you situation.
Yes, definitely. Like it was like that. Oh, and one other thing I want to say is it kind of comes together with what I said before about feeling like the outcast is mom sometimes would pick the side of the foster kid over me and kind of just like bash me, like, oh, you're being a brat, go away. Like, and give whoever she was spending that time with, like, we were making that, what is that, oven baked?
Oh, the freaking
The
easy bake
Easy bake
oven.
oven. Easy bake
Yes.
oven. So we were doing that. She literally was like, "You're not getting any. It's me and I think her name was Angelica. Yeah, Angelica." And she just tossed me to the side. I wasn't allowed to have any of it. They did it together, and I felt like, oh my gosh, you abandoned me. I was heartbroken. But yeah, that okay. Next.
I think the abandonment is something that we all kind of felt from that, like in different ways though, because like your perspective abandonment is a different kind of abandonment than the kind that we felt because it was like opposite for us. Well, like not really opposite, but we kind of felt the same way as you. Like we felt isolated and left out, but it's because you were biological and we were adopted. So we always thought like we had to do more to be equal to you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was always the outcast, so I would just, I was never mad at Brittany. Like you and Taylor, like were always super close and would like shut me out, and then Cody was just Cody and to himself. So I'm
Yeah.
just like,
I do feel like I was mean though. Like you guys got to a certain age where you were so aggravating. I don't know if it was like the age difference. Like I was a teenager, you guys were like starting to get annoying,
Mm-hmm.
but oh my gosh. I wanted to strangle you guys.
you did a lot of like, you did like come up with like masks and scare us.
No, I did not. Really?
Yeah,
Was it Nate or Ashley or something?
you were with London.
No.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
and
I gotta
sometimes
ask
it would
her.
be Ashley.
I gotta ask her about
Sometimes
that.
it'd be Ashley and like Nate and them.
I know
One
it's pour
time,
water on Cody.
yeah, and
I
then
remember that.
you put
And then the
sushi.
next day, he woke up
London's
and didn't
dog.
remember it.
Oh.
You put London's
No, he
dog's
never remembered.
sushi on my face while I
Sushi.
was
Oh my gosh.
sleeping. I was like sleeping, and you put it on my face, and then I woke up, and you're like, "Can you watch it?"
We were probably drunk.
Probably.
Watch the dog, please.
I don't know. It was like, y'all were under the influence of something.
Yeah, we were a little wild, but we thought we were wild. I don't think we were really were. Like
No, you
compared
were pretty
to
wild.
teenagers these days,
True.
we like stayed in the room and got drunk. Like we weren't
Yeah,
out and about partying.
true.
Yeah,
Like
we had our little way, the strobe lights, and
the beer pong table.
Mom used to walk in the morning, and she would be like, "What are you guys up to?" And we're like, "Oh, just chilling. We're drunk. It smells like alcohol in there." And she would act like she didn't smell or hear anything. The music
I
was
remember. And that's something that, oh, that used to make me so mad because my room was right across the hall from yours. And I would be awake and hear her go into your room after hearing y'all party all fucking night. And she would go into y'all's room and just walk out and be like, okay, love you, have a good day. And I'm like, they're fucking drunk. How did she not fucking know? And in my head, I'm like, oh, but if I take some fucking cheese from the fridge, I'm grounded. I don't get my fucking iPod for 3 weeks, 3 years.
I think she was just happy that I wasn't anywhere but there. To know
Yeah.
I'm safe, that I don't know. She told me once that what I don't know, what I don't see, I don't know, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if she didn't know about it officially, because when she did find the alcohol, she obviously punished me because she did
Mm-hmm.
find shit. But like if she didn't see it, she didn't know. She can't get in trouble. She ignored it.
Bro.
Yeah.
I remember like after that, you had like a collection of alcohol.
I
Yeah.
do. In my closet.
The
There's
Grey Goose, the Smirnoffs, all of that.
all these wine coolers.
Mhm.
I still have the lids to all of them.
Yeah, you have like a whole bag full of lids.
I do. Oh, goodness. I like this podcast because we're actually chatting and talking about memories. So, what are some
Yeah.
memories for you guys?
Hmm. Memories?
Yeah, like things that you remember that have to do with like some of the trauma or foster care. Like,
Oh, foster care.
yeah.
Hmm.
Do you want to go or you want me to go, Carl?
For you to go. It's like you went good. Yeah.
Um, Basically, I just remember getting taken from Christina on her birthday. I think we were like 3 or 4 at the time. I was 3. I think you guys were 2. You and Taylor were 2. Me and Cody were 3. And then I remember her getting arrested. I remember exactly where it was. It was this home. And at the time, I didn't know why, but obviously later down the road, we found out it's because she left us home. The neighbor was supposed to be watching us, but she left us home to go party on her birthday, and she ended up doing coke. And Steven, our sperm donor slash biological father, drove by and called DCF for like the 5th time. Calling DCF on your own kids is crazy, but he called DCF, and DCF and the cops came, and at the time, I guess the neighbor wasn't there watching us, and we were all outside playing, and I was watching you guys, and cops came, called her, she came home, high on coke, and they ended up arresting her on the spot, and because there was already so many DCF calls before that, that's when we got put into foster care. Well, they gave Steven the option to take full custody of us and raise us or put us into foster care. And he chose to put us into foster care. So we went to, they split us up. Well, me and Cody stayed together and Carly and Taylor stayed together. And we were split up for about 9 months. And during that time, we obviously were in like multiple different foster homes. Some really, really scary, horrible foster homes and some really great foster homes. And then we ended up at Kim Prince's house. And I guess, like Brittany said, at the time, Mom was looking to adopt, and she found us through Kim Prince. So she got us from there, and then she found out we had 2 siblings who are also twins. And I remember the day we went to pick up Carly and Taylor, and we had all those toys, like grocery bags full of toys that Mom had got for us. I remember the social worker coming all the time, and Mom would always be like, all right, get outside, make it look like you're having fun. And she would put the dang roller skates on us, and we would just have to, I mean, obviously we were having fun, we were doing kid stuff, but we weren't always outside. Just mostly when the social worker came.
I would like clean the house when the
Yeah, oh my gosh, we would have to clean the house, wipe. I remember one time, it was, oh, I don't know his name, but it was this tall black guy who was the social worker. And he came, and I think that was like the final inspection or whatever. And she made us all get a cup of water. So it's clear that we're drinking water. And we had snacks. And we're all just like, damn, I wish we had snacks like this more often. And I remember we had gotten in trouble for something like a couple days before, and we were all like, oh, should we tell the social worker that she hits us because she like put us in timeout or something? That just comes from the trauma of being in foster care. Like Brittany said, you never know if it's going to be your last day there or not. And we didn't really know if we were going to get adopted, how long we were going to be there, if this was our permanent family or not. So I think at the time we were like, let's just get this over with and move to the next home. But luckily we just made it look like we were happy little kids, which we were. And we got cleared to be adopted, and we ended up getting adopted about a year later. I think we were there as foster kids for about a year.
So do you remember like what it I know you were young, but like how it felt to be ripped away from your mom? Like,
Yes, so at the time, we didn't really completely understand. Like, I fully remember like everything. But at the time, as I get older, I'm able to put words to the feelings. But like at the time, I didn't understand. I just was so focused on like, all right, I got to step up and take care of everyone. I got to make sure everyone's still good. And I think that's what contributes to my sense of like being controlling or so like worrying about the future, because I spent my childhood not knowing what the future was going to hold. And it was always like, I don't want to say disappointment, but like trauma, chaos.
yeah, I feel like, well, I know by studying like psychology that the first 5 years of your life is your development. So to have all that happen before, like in between 0 to 5, I feel like that impacts like you a lot in that development process.
Yeah.
You were separated from your sisters, and then you were pulled from your mom. You had a whole bunch of different homes to live in. Like,
Yeah, I think that like affected me a lot because Christy told me that I was like a hip baby. So I would just you pull me off your hip, then I'm just like crying. And
Like,
yeah. So I think that it's when it started for me is when I got taken away from her and then my siblings and then 7 homes after that. I think
and
that
then to finally get to a stable home and you're like, well, this is my permanent family. And then to once again lose
a
your
mom
mom. Yeah. That's what really, I think, just kind of made
did
me
for
such
me.
a worrying about the future kind of person, which you would think it would teach me to like live in the moment and appreciate time with people, which I'm still trying to learn how to do.
me
But
too.
it's just made me so like, you never know what's going to happen the next day, so I need to get everything done today. Or like, that's why I burn myself out so easily and I'm always so stressed, because it's like, you never know what's going to happen. You never know who you're going to lose. And I think we did learn after losing mom to kind of appreciate the time with each other more. I think it took some time for us to learn that. We had to go through the hating each other and blaming each other and hurting each other, and then finally like come together as a family.
Yeah, yeah. I think losing mom was the worst thing that has, for me personally, like that has ever happened to me.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was like I mean, obviously being in foster care is a really traumatic thing and getting taken from your biological parents, but mom became like that safe place after. And so to lose her after finally, like, because we went from living in a trailer and being around drugs and all this, like, just a horrible environment, to living in the frickin' suburbs with a pool and luxury cars and a 2-story house and like all this nice stuff. And then to just have like the person who gave you that life ripped away. It's like, damn.
but I remember we didn't get like fully ripped away from Christy at first
Mm-hmm.
because we were able to visit her. But I think that just caused like a detachment for me. Like I just kind of was like, oh, okay, we're just visiting her now.
Yeah.
And then like it hurt less to like not to see her after like mom stopped the visits.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like we already got taken away.
Yeah, exactly. And in our mind, we were just like, okay. I do remember mom telling me one time, though, the reason she stopped the visitations is because she thought it contributed to
Our
like
bad
our
behavior.
fluctuation in behavior. Like it
Oh,
was just
I
so
would. Uh,
it was so unstable and like
were we really bad? Yeah, you guys, like, it's almost like you had no respect for mom and dad, like, it's like after you visited. It's like, oh, well, we don't care about you. We just saw, like, our mom, like, screw you. And everything you did, everything you said, it was just like bratty and just unappreciative. And I don't know. It was like, I definitely noticed. Because even Willow, when she goes and spends times with Papa and she comes back, it's like, okay, do you need to stop saying your Papa? Because you're
I
not
think
saying it.
for us at the time, we kind of blamed mom. Like none of us really knew what was going on, and mom never like communicated anything with us. In our heads, we were just like, "Oh, we're with this new person who won't let us see our mom or won't let us stay the weekend with her." And we didn't know the circumstances behind it. We didn't know it was supervised visitation. We didn't know like so in our heads we're just like you're taking us away from her. So why should we treat you with respect? And I do remember me and Taylor as kids, when we were doing our plotting or whatever, maybe running away for the fifth time or something. We were like, maybe if we just keep being bad, she'll let us go back to our real mom. Maybe we'll just make her hate us so she doesn't want us anymore.
Our
And
best, like, when, like, mom passed away and dad, like, had all these people come in the house to, like, take care of us and watch us, we just drove them away. Like,
yeah.
every single one. Like, Sherry,
Okay, but
Christy,
that's understandable.
yeah. But Sherry, Christy, Rachel, Nate, like, we
But
drove
okay,
me.
Y'all
who was
drove
the
me
common
away. I was out of there.
who was the common denominator every time we drove someone away? Who was like the final straw where that person was like, "Oh yeah, I can't deal with these kids." Who made them feel that way?
Me.
You.
Wait. Re-explain
Yeah, I
that.
don't know. Wait.
Okay. Who was the
I learned that from Nate. He did this
Yeah, it
on
does it on
FaceTime.
Face. It's I'm on FaceTime with Trevor right now, and it's doing it. That's funny.
It's not doing that to me.
Um,
I see it.
but okay, so like, who was the common denominator? Let me dumb it down for you, Carly. Who
Yeah.
was the one person that always caused the problem with someone?
Oh, we're talking about our sister?
Yeah.
Oh, you're twin.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why did Nate leave?
Why did Taylor slap Sherry?
Let's insert a clip right now.
We're gonna insert that above.
Okay, here's the clip of Taylor slapping Sherry.
Keep on. Oh, let me.
I
Oh,
just
let me.
recorded
Oh,
that.
let me. Oh, let me. Let me, please. That made my ears ring.
That was funny. That was so funny.
She was pissed, and you could see the
Dude,
whole room destroyed behind it in the video.
Dude, and I remember exactly what it was that time. That was when me and Taylor shared a room. Or no, I think all three of us shared a room. And she was mad because she was watching her tablet. So I was like, okay, I'm going to watch TV. She wanted to watch her tablet and the TV. And I was like, no, you're watching your tablet. I'm watching the TV. So she kept going to the TV and turning it off while I was watching TV. And then she ended up getting mad and like throwing the TV on the floor or some shit. And then Sherry came in and was yelling, and then she ended up just slapping Sherry.
Oh, that's iconic.
That was so funny.
I remember one time, like, me and Taylor were sharing a room, and I was the bottom bunk, and Taylor was, like, the topper bunk. and you and Taylor had gotten into it, and like I just
I know
remember
what you're.
Taylor running inside. Taylor started running inside, and like went to her bunk bed, and you like ran after her and pulled her off the bed.
I did.
I don't remember the top bunk too, and she was like,
I pulled a mom. Mom did that to me once, and then she put soap in my mouth.
I remember you. You also used to put us outside on the porch until we were done crying.
See, I was mean. Like, I have
Like
this
dogs.
money. I was, all
Go
right,
potty.
outside, round it up.
Don't come in till you go potty.
There's my empath showing in the odds.
I literally just sit there at the door.
No dogs.
Bad dogs.
I'm gonna ask my kids if I do that.
Just put him in the room.
Okay, one thing I learned from the military though, since we're talking about how we got punished, corrective action works. Smoking. Smoking works.
Maybe for you, I don't like authority.
Me neither.
I don't either, but one thing about me, I don't want to do no half right face, so I'm gonna make sure my squad's up and doing the right thing when drill sergeant comes out. Because
I thought I was an A1 soldier, right? But
okay,
no,
me too. Me too.
I wasn't. They hated my frickin' guts. They destroyed my whole military experience. I tried my best to be like on point, and every chance they got, they picked on me and defaced me and just ruined my life. From then on, I was over the military. They ruined it. AIT ruined it for me. Basic, loved it, but AIT
Left it.
killed
For
it.
me, it's the opposite. Like I don't know. My AIT experience has been pretty crazy since I've been here. I started out like top grade soldier, and now after knowing that I'm not in the running for honorary soldier, it just like took away my motivation kind of like because I had a horrible experience at basic. Horrible. Basic freaking sucked for me. And so I came to AIT like I can only go up from here. I learned all my lessons at basic. I'm gonna be a A1 soldier now. But nope. I mean, I know I'm still a good soldier. Like, I've had talks with the drill sergeants, but not getting recognized for anything good that I do and only being put on the spot when I do something bad. Not even bad, but like, if I have a fucking piece of hair on my floor. Oh, you don't get past this weekend.
It's like they almost dehumanized me. Like I wasn't a human to them. I was just a number, and they didn't care that they were not empaths. They didn't empathize with you for nothing. For at least for me, like the situation I was going through, like nothing. They destroyed that for me. Like it was awful.
See, I feel like I got kind of lucky. One of my drill sergeants, he really gets on my nerves. Like, I can see that his intentions are like a tough love kind of path. Like, he's really hard on us, but it doesn't seem like he has that drill sergeant human balance. But then one of my other drill sergeants, Drill Sergeant Morales, she's amazing. Oh my god, I freaking love her. Like, she has the perfect drill sergeant human balance. She's about to have her PhD in psychology, so she really understands like how people's brains work, and that's one thing that I think really contributes to her being a good drill sergeant because she understands the psychology behind things. She doesn't just like take the drill sergeant approach. She like tries to see other sides of it, and a lot of people here don't like her, which I don't really understand. She can be mean sometimes. Everyone's like, she's such a bitch, but I don't think she is. I think she's honestly like, every time she's our drill sergeant on duty, I'm like, yes, it's gonna be a good day. Because like, she's just really understanding, like with my whole court thing that's going on right now. She's completely understanding about that.
Very important moment. Right here. I need you. What happened? So,
Come sit.
you gotta sit.
Well, basically, this is about Mateo.
I found what Spanish he is.
What is he?
he's Puerto Rican. Your mom. And then I said, yeah, they are. They're good. And then I said, in gym today, you know how one of your friends came up to us while we were playing basketball? He said, yeah, Jason. And I was like, no, not him, the other one. He was like, the tall black one? And I was like, yeah. He said, what about him? And I said, what did you say when he asked if we are dating? He said, oh, I don't really know him. I had like 2 conversations with him. I said, oh, so what are we? And he said, we could winky face. That means, what does that mean? Does that mean we could be dating?
Or are we? We could. For real? Okay, just be like, we don't do this over Snap though.
Yeah, but
That's not how you ask someone out. He better bring me flowers on Valentine's Day or something. Like a rose. He can ask his mama to go buy a rose so he can give it to you on Valentine's Day and ask you out.
still, what if I, like,
Growing up.
this
I
was,
know.
this was like 13 minutes ago. And
I was supposed to be somewhere like in 1 minute. Yeah, my gym closes at 11.
Okay, let's finish it.
We should talk about mom in the next episode.
Yeah.
I think we should leave it with like all the conversation. I think this was a really good episode. It's 41 minutes long already. Yeah, so this is really good. Is there anything else you have to get off your chest?
No.
Okay. Well, our next episode will be about the death of our mother and how that impacted us and how we cope with it today and nowadays. Oh, and yeah,
How we coped with it and
how we're still dealing with it, how we still feel about it. There's a lot to say. And
yeah.
what came after, like what transpired and what paths we took because of it, that we think that's the reason. Yeah.
And how our family dynamic was affected from mom passing away, because we've got a lot of stuff that resulted from her death. So
Absolutely.
we'll dive into that in the next episode. For now, let's pray that there's audio on this one.
Yeah, for real. And if this seems like a rushed episode, we are sorry. But we've been trying to make this episode, but our schedules just don't align with each other, so we gotta make it work.
Yes.
I think it's good. Are we rolling out of here again?
Yes. Yes.
Rolling out. Are we for real? Wait.
Brielle, you gotta roll
I fell
out.
in my chair the last time.
Yeah, we're rolling out. Which means you guys have to like roll in a different direction.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me move this before I knock it over.
See y'all in the next episode.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye. Love you guys.
Love you.